Hey YouTube, this is Matthew Morgan with another video. Just want to come and explain this for people who do it, and I'm not. Every video I have ever made has nothing to do with judging, mocking, ridiculing, or lying. I've been through a lot and I've seen a lot, experienced a lot. I'm only 20 some years old, so just cause you're young does not make you dumb. Just cause you're old does not make you wise. Anyway, here's a thing I'm gonna explain to you. Now, you ever know somebody who is in a relationship for the wrong reasons, but they stay in it for the wrong reasons? What I mean is, they meet a guy and or girl who in some way satisfies them or their needs, whether it's sexually, financially, you know, physically, facially, but they get their beat constantly, or they get cheated on constantly, or the person they're with has them addicted to some type of drugs or something constantly. And you're that kind of person, you're trying to tell them, like, you don't need that in your life. You don't need that in your life. Why don't you just leave them? Why don't you just leave that person? That person's not good for you. I'm about to explain some things to you about that. Here's the thing. While you're telling that person that, they're focused on their own desires, not what you're saying. They're focused on, you're saying this, but if I leave this person, can you replace what they had? If I leave this person, can you give me what they were giving me? If you can't, then I'm not listening to you. There's also that middle block of, well, I need this, so if I leave that person, how will I survive without it? Sad but true. Or say, for example, you're a person who's in an abusive relationship, and people tell you, you deserve better, but in your mind, no, you don't, because it's what you're used to. And it's what you're used to seeing people you're close to, probably your mom or your sisters or your grandma. You're used to seeing them go through that. So you believe since they got treated that way, you're no higher or better. So you accept less because they accept less. You accept abuse because they accept abuse. You stay with someone because of what they can give you, not because you love them. Because I know a lot of people in relationships who only stay with a person because they're providing a roof over their head or money in their pocket, or their sex is amazing but the person's just a douche. They give them money but they abuse them or they cheat on them, or they get you addicted to drugs and you never want to leave because now you feel like, if I leave this person and these drugs are helping me cope with life and my pain that I came from, how will I deal with it? How will I get over it? This is the one thing that helps me get through life. If I leave this, how will I survive? So here's the thing. If you see someone in any of these relationships, or friendships in general, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you from personal experience. You can tell that person whatever you want to tell them. But until they choose to see the light, it's not going to have an effect. Because here's the thing that is going to have to happen. Two things. Either one, they're going to see the light and see that person is wrong and leave and realize, I don't need this, I can do better on my own. Or they might have to die. What I mean is, if it's a person who's dealing with someone financially, They may literally have to die inside enough to get tired of dealing with that and leave and figure out money is not everything. Sexually, they might have to be destroyed by that person over and over and over again. When I say destroyed, I mean you feel no worth, period. Like none. You get to that point where you're just feeling sorry for yourself. You want to leave, and eventually you do. Or it's like somebody puts a roof over your head. Eventually you get tired of being there. Something just shows you the reality of what you're doing is wrong, and you leave. You can't force no one or make no one do or be or go to where they're not going to go or do what they don't want to do or be who they don't want to be. Until they see the light for themselves, you can tell them what you want, but their change is going to come when they see it needs to come. All you can do is be there for them, hug them and let them know I'm here, understand their problem, even though you might not agree with it, or you think they're very stupid for sticking to that situation. But some people find the light, some people don't. Some people love to get help, some people don't. Some people hear sound advice and take it, some people don't. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. So if you see somebody you know in a relationship or a friendship like that, you can tell them whatever you want. But their mindset is, if I leave this, are you going to replace it? Can I truly trust what you're saying to me, or are you just jealous because I have something that you don't? Are you trying to take this from me because you want it or because you actually care about me? I'm just saying. A lot of people's minds are like that. Then there's some people who have this thing like, if they get out of an abusive relationship, they meet a nice person, all them flashbacks of what that past relationship did to them will follow them to the next relationship, and the person that now is dealing with that person will have to deal with all the scars that was put on that person because their paranoia and distrust follow them. So now the next person got to deal with all that. Who's just trying to be nice, but you're so used to people playing you, you think that this person wants something from you when they just want to help you. But in reality, when you've been through so much stuff and your ability to trust people and died, that's what happens. You lose your ability to trust people in general. It happens, it's human. But like I said, you can't force no one to do anything. People have to do things when they are ready, if they ever become ready, because a lot of people never do. Just keep praying for them and keep your head, keep telling them to keep their head up and just try to be there for them as much as you can. But at the end of the day, you can't help who does not want to be helped. You can't fix what does not want to be fixed. You can only be there when you can be there, and if it gets to the point where you can't take it, then you just gonna have to walk away and let God deal with it. Just pray for that person and keep it moving. Love them and all, but keep it moving. Deal with your own stuff and let God deal with theirs. I'm out.